Hello guys and welcome to, well, this is actually a Zenless Zone Zero video, so, well, it's the time that I'm actually going to do the video of, well, what does an actual dolphin account of Zenless Zone Zero looks like. Now, I did this previously with Genshin Impact. I'm an ex-dolphin over there. You already know the drill, and if you don't know it, it's because of the context of how the Hoyo shields are actually being so horrible with other gacha games. It's been like that. I don't know about the other games, but well, that's the reason why I'm an ex-dolphin, only in that platform. So I'm here to actually let you know how this Zenless Zone Zero dolphin account looks like. Currently, well, yeah, I think I may want to say this at the beginning. So, Zenless Zone Zero at the beginning, it was one of the gachas that I said, another gacha game? Do I really want to play this? I don't know, like, I had my doubts, and I actually played this game like maybe 1 week on its release, and I don't know, there was a kind of a video that convinced me, and I was like, do I really want to do this? And I was like, whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. So, there was a video when I actually tried to play this game maybe a couple of hours ago at the beginning at 1.0, and yeah, it had a lot of like issues. But I was not gonna give up. I was just like, hey, you know what? I need to play it maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 1 month until I decide if I want to play this game or not. And as a result, you guys that I actually continued to play the game because it's been actually improving a lot. It's been improving a lot. Now, a couple of things that I also want to talk about is that at the beginnings, we didn't have Zenless Zone Zero as it is. People who played on 1.0, I think that people knows what I'm talking about. There was 2 or 3 things that I think that many people didn't like. The first thing was the game performance. The game performance at the beginning was like, it was a hack and slash game, and people were complaining about the jumping mechanic, but hey, maybe jumping is just an additional situation, and I know that people were complaining about it. I know it's a minor defector thing, but having your character in the ground all the time and not doing anything and you can't jump, I think that I understand why people were confusing it with the hack and slash. I consider this game, well, not hack and slash, but like an action game. It's very, very cool. I like action fast games. There's a reason why I like Wuthering Waves because of that, because it's much better. Well, I like the combat mechanics on Wuthering Waves better than Genshin Impact. Spoiler alert when I'm gonna do the Wuthering Waves one, but for a matter of fact, I like fast combat games. I like this. In Genshin Impact, it's just like more about elemental reaction, something that in Zenless Zone Zero they don't do. They do. It's called Anomaly. Pretty much they do have their elemental mastery here, but it's not the same as Genshin Impact, you know? Such as, I don't know, Anomaly characters such as Vivian, Burnice, unfortunately it's been on the ground for a while, Yuzuha, Alice, etc. There's a lot of anomaly characters that works a lot, and you don't have to like do the elemental reaction a lot to actually make a lot of damage. There's a lot of things that you need to talk about here. We have attack, which is DPS, support, which is, well, not is healers, but it actually provides damage to your characters. Anomaly characters, anomaly mastery, which anomaly characters are like the elemental reaction characters. What else I'm missing? Defense, which defense, I think it's like the ones who are covering the damage, or shielders, such as Caesar. Caesar is actually it's the Shangli of this game. Stunners, which those are the ones who actually stuns the enemy, and once that it's stunned, you do a lot of damage to the characters. It does have their mechanics. There's like a stun mechanic that you need to reach to the 100%, and that way you'll be able to defeat the enemy, which is kind of cool. And last of whatsoever, the new element called Shear. I'm not aware about Shear. I think it's more about like, I don't know, ignoring enemy defense. I don't know about the Shear mechanic. We do have Shear characters such as Yixuan, I think it's called Yixuan, and Manato, which that was an A rank, which is absolutely very amazing. I was just missing one Mindscape. And last and whatsoever, our new character, which is Yidhari. I think those are the Sheer characters. And then later on, we're gonna have a new character, which is a robot kind of powerful guy, which is gonna be a Sheer Fire character. But whatsoever. That's one of the things that we actually have. I really like this game. Whatsoever about another issue that they had, it was there was something called TVs. The TVs were something that people were complaining about. It took you a lot of time. When I was trying to complete the TV mechanics, it reminded me of Dissidia Duodecim or Dissidia Final Fantasy. It had that kind of mechanic, and I was like, oh, it looks cool, but yeah, it was a lot time consuming. 30 minutes just for 20 polychromes, yeah, that's a Genshin thing, right? That you finish a lot of your content, and then later at the end you just get miserable 20 or 5 or 10 Primal Gems, which is horrible. The TV mechanic was going through the other way, and they decided to say, you know what, we just hear your feedback, I don't want to do this anymore, so we're just going to erase the TV mechanic, which is it's an element that I'm gonna miss, but hey, I understand that it was a lot of time consuming, and yeah, I noticed that too. And another thing that we were also talking about is that the ultimate mechanics. There was a time on 1.0 that the ultimate mechanics, you were just allowed to press one ultimate per character. We didn't have that. So in Zenless Zone Zero, they decided to, I think it was buff on 1.3 if I'm not mistaken, or 1.2. I don't remember the version, but we actually got the all ultimate mechanics to all of your 3 characters. That was something that I really like though. I understand that if you go to the 30, because to charge your ultimate, you think that you need to do a lot of mechanics such as dodging, parry, attack, stun, anomaly. Like, you have a lot of ways to charge your ultimate, which is decibels. But yeah, the decibels it's the ultimate mechanic, and that's the reason what I like about Zenless Zone Zero. That reminds me a lot of Withering Waves, that you have parry, dodge, attack, counterattack, something that Genshin should absolutely learn from the other developer games, right? But well, Genshin is a different story. I'm not gonna bash more about Genshin Impact. That's the reason why I ended up playing more Withering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero at the same time. And I think that's all of the issues that I've talked about Zenless Zone Zero. Like, Zenless Zone Zero is doing a very amazing job at this time, and that's the reason why I'm continued to play this game and why I'm actually a current Dolphin character. Now, how much that I spend on this game, I'm still just purchasing what it is, the subscriptions and the battle pass. That's pretty much what I'm purchasing. There was one time in one video that I ended up purchasing the $49 package, and it was because of getting Evelyn M5. I don't know why I did that. I'm glad I actually won it, because it was a 50-50. But I was in my expectation that if I win it or I lose it, whatever. I know my consequences, right? Well, that's all I want to talk about. I think that this game has a lot of improvement. I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video, but at this time, I'm going to show you guys all the characters. We have a few characters. If my understanding is like we're between 30-40 characters. We don't have a lot of characters such as Genshin Impact, because this game just arrived like 1 year prior. So, okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna put some music over there so you won't be bored, and let's go ahead and see what my account looks like. Alright, let's get this over with.
どこだろうか、君がいる場所ならいいの。真夜中の大冒険、きっと楽しいよ。どこ行く？今日学校ないんだ。 怖いどこだろ
悪かねえけど包帯が青ってのはいやなんでもねえっす。顔はメイクしないのかって。
今日の占いは異境を示すべし。
悪かねえけど包帯が青ってのはいやなんでもねえっす。顔はメイクしないの。
戦場と台所どっちにお呼びだ。人は強し飯はうまし。
姉弟子
来たか。用向きを言え。役を払いたくば一切の脅威から守ってやろう。
I forgot to tell you that in Genshin Impact, but I think I did mention that Evelyn was my favorite character, and in Zenless Zone Zero, my favorite character is Evelyn, so you may understand why I have her on M5, which I hope I can get her M6 on her next rerun. But yeah, you get the point. Evelyn is my favorite character in Zenless Zone Zero here.
護衛対象確認。スタンバイ。
パイトン様、本日はお日柄もよく。パイトン様のお誘いとあれば、
人は
みんなの期待が最高のイントロ。深呼吸していざ幕開けね。
どの値をご指名かしら。あんたがサンプルになった。番号148主演準備完了。何かお困りですか。
Please end the Zone Zero. Try to move Xuan. She's actually forgotten by now.
補佐に徹します。月城、配置につきま。
おっと、そろそろ定時かな。
By the way, this character was for free yeah, they give us a free character. And then later on, they're gonna give us a new other free character, which is fine.
Yoji!
巨悪謀反。
私はこの道義を貫きと。
捜索はここだよ。出動？
私に命令を。出撃可能よ。
俺がいれば他はいらん。赤いマフラーを試そうってか？
欲しいのは情報かい？それとも私？私は勝者に尻尾を振るの。
勝利は勇者のもとに。
つまり俺様だ。殴り込みか。俺様も連れてけよ。
みたらしクールさんいかがですか？
So real nice. Solar sound makes dry. I'm lit, you can't deny. Wherever you want, wherever you need. So good you never ever want to leave. Anything that you desire, set it on fire. I'll make you spend your days all away. That's my desire.
火力上げちゃおっか。あらプロ騎士さん、ごきげんようですわ。何のご用ですの？
私はあくまで技術屋だよ。さあ実験を始めよう。おい、私を見くびるな。こいつでぶん殴られてえのか？
何なりとご用命を。あなた様のために。
1匹2匹揃っていますわね。
メイド長リナお使いいたします。
ヒレ手入れしないと。触りたい？ダメ。
ゼニは急げよ。私を選べば今に儲かるわよ。
いざ降臨。銃が2丁なら
準備完了。いつでも出撃可能よ。
俺らの出番だぜ兄弟。よっしゃ
一緒にサボろうぜ。疲れたな。
任務か？俺も連れてってくれ。助けがいるなら俺を呼べ。
見ないでください。すみません。
今度は重労働か？手伝おうか。
私を呼んだのにゃ。勝ったらあんたのおごりだぞ。何やら言う。
背中甘か。
やっほー。
どうか良き。
びっくりした。
終わるぜやつ。はい今。
アンビナンバー05。正夢になっちゃった。
Well, as you can see, there's no huge difference about the characters that I'm missing. There are a couple of characters that I did miss. Remember that there were some characters that I didn't want on my accounts. Like for example, the one that I maybe want to pull later on will be Trigger and Super Soldier Ambi. I tried to pull for Super Soldier and Ambi, but I lost a 50-50. I don't know about the little girl that has the robot. It didn't caught my attention. Alice, just because of the fact that I already had Jane. That was another one that I didn't want to pull. Hugo, maybe because I have Miyabi. That's the reason why I didn't pull for him. And that's it. Like, I don't remember about the other police stunner, but there's much better stunners on the game. So, big, huge question of all. Am I gonna continue to play the game? That is a freaking definitely yes. This game is giving us a little bit of entertainment. Like every maybe 2 or 3 days we already got a new event. We already have like another end game a certain amount of days. This game doesn't keep you boring. That's the good thing about this game. A game is to keep you fun, to actually give you entertainment. And from Zenless on Zero, there are a couple of drama things that happen, but just minor things. You know, I think that the biggest huge thing that many people are playing is because that this game are giving you fetiche. I think it's called that in Spanish, fetiches. You know, things that you like. For example, I think I'm gonna be a little bit explicit here, but for example, for men, breeze, their cakes, armpits, feet, etc., that kind of stuff. It shows you that in this game. For example, Evelyn shows you their armpits. The one that the Opal Squall show you the feet. I think that all of the girls already have like a lot of priests, so I think that you got my point of attention there. And there's another amount of people who actually show like their cakes and their priests. Like for example, Yixuan. I'm not gonna freaking lie, guys. The Yixuan
役を払いたくば
kind of physics.
私が助けになる
You know what I'm talking about now? Like literally the physics of the characters are absolutely like it caught attention for men. Okay, this game is intending to be like a 16 plus game because again it's showing you a lot. And I'm kind of surprised that this game is very good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the game is very good. Even people who say no, this is not a good game, well, if you see the characters, I think that you already got the gooning enough. But well, Hoyoverse, Tekotaku's what's Save the World? I think it was the previous motto of MiHoYo back in the time. So you get the point that why we're getting those kind of treatments here. Now, another thing that I like about this game is that they improve every single time. For example, this is leaks because, well, there's rumors, and even so that they already talk about this in the development team. But on 2.5, which is going to be the next 2 patches, we're going to have updated characters, which the promotional the limited what's it called, the permanent characters such as Nekomiya, Grace, Rina, Lycaon, Soldier 11, and what was the name of the girl that it was, Koleda? Yeah, Koleda, I think it was her name. It's one of the characters that I forgot. Those characters are gonna get buffed. I heard that there are a couple of things that Grace got a little bit nerfed or adjust or whatever they call, but yeah, those characters are going to be buffed because of the fact that they don't want you guys to forget those characters. They try to avoid power creep the best they can. Same goes with Super Soldier Ambi. And there was another 5-star character that they were going to buff, such as Ellen. For example, Ellen was the reason, and I showed you at the beginning about the video, that was the main reason that I started playing Zenless on Zero. And I was like, hey, Ellen looks great, but Ellen had a lot of issues when the meta was going on, especially when Miyabi came out. So they said, hey, you know what? We don't want you to be a little bit bored with your old character, so we're gonna buff Ellen. And Ellen, it's a little bit fun now. It's fun. That it's powerful? No, it's not as powerful as Ugo or Miyabi, but at least it got a buff. Or what they got an enchantment situation, such that as they did in Zenless, such as they did in Honkai Star Rail, where we got the Stellaron Hunters buff, such as Blade, Kafka, Jingliu, which Jingliu is not a Stellaron Hunt, but it was a character that many people wanted to get buffed, and lastly Cyril Wolf, which they are doing great. They're actually not trying to get any kind of situations that, hey, you know what, those old characters are old and they don't work there anymore, and like, you know what, let's go ahead and buff them, so that way you won't forget all of your characters, which is very good. I think that in this game there's no such thing as power creep. I can consider it as skill situations, skill issues. Yeah, I may want to say that word right now, which is skill. This game is all about skill. They did something that I couldn't even think that they actually did this, but they're going to include also a multiplayer game. On 2.5, they're gonna be like clans or such as guilds that you can go to the guild and you can gain a certain amount of rewards there. Not polychromes, well, maybe it could be polychromes and certain amount of like farming things that you can do, but you're able to actually join into a faction, into a guild, and you can play multiplayer to actually complete raid bosses, which I find it kind of very exciting, and a lot of multiplayer functions, which is something that I'm actually very interested about. Zenless on Zero, I think it's like a single player game, but when they actually introduced the multiplayer, I just got shocked. I was like, wait, multiplayer in this game? And I'm like, what? This is gonna be freaking fun, because I have a lot of characters, as you can see. My luck here is very, very great. I can't believe the amount of luck that I get in Zenless on Zero. Is something that I'm actually doing on Genshin Impact as well. And in Honkai Star Rail, I think I'm balanced in the luck. But Withering Waves, I suck. I suck at my luck there. But whatever. Yeah, the game it's been very great with me. Endgames are very entertaining to play. We got Shinryu Defense, which is pretty much the abyss. You just need to defeat all the enemies in time. Nothing so crazy over there. Then we got another endgame. Yeah, I can consider it an endgame called Deadly Assault, where there's a certain amount of mechanics that you need to complete and gain points. This is not about defeating the enemy. It's about doing the mechanics, doing the additional points so you can get around a lot of points, so that way you'll be able to get the polychromes that you need. And to be honest, you just need to have a total of 6 stars in order to get all the polychromes. You don't need to complete it at 9 stars whatsoever. Then we got another new endgame, which is you need to use all your characters. I forgot the name of the mechanic, but it's a simulated combat where you can complete all your attacks and all that kind of stuff, and then you'll be able to get more polychromes along the way. That's a very good endgame, but you need to have a lot of investment of your characters, which is kind of sucks, but hey, it's an endgame, so I think that you expect that. We got a weekly event, which you just need to defeat the enemies. I think it's called Void Hunt. I forgot the name. But you get polychromes along the way. You get to defeat your enemies, and you also get like 4 free pulls for your weapons, or the W engines, or the discs, which increases your attack and all that kind of stuff. Which I do need to do one thing or another with that, but that's fine. And there's another endgame, which is the Endless Tower, where you can just do all the things that you want with the Endless Tower. You can try to complete it. I tried to go to a level 100 and say, hey, I completed level 100, but then there was an Asiatic guy that got to level 1k. So I was just like, you know what, I don't want to complete this. But hey, this is just like preference, of course. This is not like, hey, you get a lot of polychromes along the way. There's a certain amount of level where it says, hey, that's the end of the polychromes. From here, you're just getting materials, or I don't know, Denny's or whatever you want, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna stop here. But yeah, we have a lot of things on Zenless on Zero that we're actually having, and we're actually getting more improvements. They're gonna give us multiplayer. They're improving day by day, so I hope that this development team will give us more new stuff in Zenless on Zero. So I'm hoping for the best. I don't want to quit this game. This game is amazing. This game is improving. They do listen to the community, certain amount of community that they say they don't want your money, and I really want to complete, and I still want to play this game. It's incredible. It's incredible. Believe me, this game is incredible. Now, do I recommend you to play the game? If you like fast action, fast action situations such as me, which that's the reason why I like Withering Waves, then yeah, go ahead and play it. At least give it a try. They improve a lot from the beginning. The beginning on Zenless on Zero was kind of disastrous, but now it improved day by day. I consider a very good gacha game. I really like it. They do treat the community as they do, and well, if you like gunning and you like furry guys, which in Spanish it's called furro, well, you're more than welcome, because here, as you can see, there are characters that have a fraction of the animals, such as Miyabi, that has the pointed ears, Lycaon, that it's a wolf, Yidhari, that has the tentacles, Lucia, that it's a goat, Evelyn, that it's half shark, Ben, that it's a bear, Seth, that he's a dog, maybe, or a cat. I think it's a cat. I don't remember. Jane, though, which is a rat or a mouse, whatever you want to call it. Am I missing one or another? There's a couple of things that I'm missing here. Maybe I'm missing one. Soukaku, I think it's called, which is a demon. I forgot the name of the race, but it's a demon. It's a blue demon. And that's it, I guess. So, well, that's it. I think there's nothing else that I want to talk about, so hope you enjoyed this video. I'm missing Honkai Star Rail. Maybe Honkai Star Rail, I'll do it in a couple of weeks. And Withering Waves, I'm gonna do it to the end, because I think there's gonna be a lot of controversy when I'm gonna publish it. I think that in my YouTube subscribers, or the amount of people who are watching this video, I don't have any problems. I'm a chill guy. I don't want to do any kind of drama things or say which one is better. It's just my honest opinion, guys. something that in Zenless on Zero they're doing. They're going ahead from that. We only have this game only a year and a couple of months, and they are improving a lot. More than Honkai Star Rail, more than Genshin Impact. They're absolutely doing one step ahead and saying, hey, we're improving our game, we want you to continue, please don't quit the game. That's the message that they're giving us in Zenless on Zero. So give it an opportunity. If you like the game, if you like your fetish situations, if you like furries, it's all welcome in this game. So okay guys, that's it. I'm missing Honkai Star Rail like I mentioned, and Withering Waves. Withering Waves is going to be the last one I'm going to be mentioning. Honkai Star Rail, I have to wait until the Penacony situation, or maybe a couple of months, or well, a couple of weeks, maybe I can do the Honkai Star Rail one. So that's it. Live today to see a better tomorrow. I'll see you guys until the next video, and well, again, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, well, at least you can still play it. Well, that's all. Peace guys.